What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Skyler Grant Podcast. I'm Tim Green. I write in the pen name Tim RG, and this is the Skyler Grant Podcast, where my buddy Adam Daley of the ZOP Gaming channel. Say hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Idiot. Anyway,
this is the Skyler Grant Podcast.
He is reading a chapter from the Chronicles of Skyler Grant novel, the only novel I've ever passed and finished, and it's the very first draft. He reads a chapter. We discuss it afterwards, what he wants to talk about, because it's horrible writing. It's the first draft. It's a very first draft that's not been edited.
You pantsed the first draft, and I'm pantsing the narration.
Yes. And then we discuss anything I want to talk about, I can remember from writing it or why I wrote it this way. And we have a good old time. And we try to figure out what the actual story is going on, because it is weird.
We're all over the place, man.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah. But before we get to the reading, why don't you go and hit that like button if you go on and enjoy this video as a prayer to the holy algorithm.
The holy algorithm.
And subscribe, because I got some writing content on here. I didn't know if you knew that. It's a writing channel, and I have writing content on here. But with that out of the way, Adam, you can read when you're ready.
Thank you, Tim. Skyler Grant. Written by Tim RG. Narrated by Adam Daley. Chapter 37. Skyler took a deep breath. The cool air flowed into his burning lungs. With each breath, slowly began to cool the pain. He had never been gone that long without air, and never wanted to do it again. He swallowed several more breaths before he slowly got back to his feet. He looked around the box to see everyone was out, even those who were awake when Jenna teleported him in. He quickly turned to see where Jenna was. He must have turned too quickly than he was ready for. The moment he turned, his body moved greatly in the direction he was going, sending Skyler stumbling. He took several steps trying to get his balance under him. He reached the wall of the metal box and quickly placed his hands upon the wall to steady himself. He could not understand why he was having such a hard time staying up. He had been practicing using his energy for the past 2 weeks. He could glance at his watch and could not believe that 15 minutes had passed. When glanced at his watch right before he started to make the hole, it was 10 after 9. Now his watch read 9:30. Soon after, he started trying to punch a hole in the wall. 5 minutes passed when the next thing he remembered was on his knees and breathing in the air, and the hole was there. Skyler never remembered actually putting the hole in the wall. The more he thought about it, the more he wondered if he blacked out and his body took over, allowing him to do more than he should be able to do. And that is why he was having problems standing. Skyler knew he did not have enough time to figure it out. He needed to check Jenna to make sure she was all right so they can get him out of there. He took a deep breath, then took a step as he removed his hand from the wall. No stumble or loss of balance. He took another, followed by another, then a few more with no problems. Skyler moved at normal speed for him over to Jenna. Upon reaching her, he knelt down, but his hand over her nose. He felt a slight breeze, and then she was breathing. Skyler quickly rolled her over on her back and lightly began to shake her. A few shakes, and her eyes snapped open. He knew he should have been ready for this, knowing the training Jenna had gone through, being the same he had received. But he was not. Jenna grabbed the back of his head, and she brought her head up and slammed her forehead into his face. Skyler fell on his head, and Skyler fell on his butt. He quickly grabbed his face as Jenna jumped to her feet. Skyler, too busy from blood pouring from his nose that had to be broken, even touching it as lightly as he could, sent a rush of pain through his body. He did not realize until a few moments later that Jenna had fallen over on her ass after she kicked up. A little too much for nearly suffocating. "What happened?" asked Jenna, slowly trying to get to her feet. "You broke my dove!" shouted Skyler, tilting his head back, trying to stop the bleeding. "What?" I said you broke my toes. Shit, why you have a headbutt me? Jenna did not say anything, but she was obviously still trying to figure out what happened. Sorry, just reacted. You should have been ready for that anyway. That is no... Shit, you're right, but still, it hurts. My head is pounding. Serves you right. You gonna tell me what happened? I'm not sure. What do you mean? Like, I know you passed out. Ow. Oh, man, that does hurt. I think I did, but my body took over and continued with making the hole. Really? How did it do that? I am not sure. I think I might have blacked out. I see. We need to get these people out of here. They have to be on their way. Why do you say that? Because of that, said Jenna, pointing at the hole in the metal box. Skyler was confused by why she thought the hole in the wall would draw people to the area. After a few minutes of looking at the wall, he looked past it, where his beam had slammed into the foundation of the room outside. In the foundation was a 6-foot hole going at least 10 feet into the ground. It could have been longer. After 10 feet in, the light stopped. There was no way that the whole facility above them did not shake when his beam hit that wall. Oh, yeah, I would say so. Give me a hand. I can't. I need to get this bleeding stopped. Stop being a baby and suck it up. Do you really think these kids want me to trying to wake them up while bleeding on them? I think not. You wouldn't want me to do it to you, would you? No. Good. Take me out to Jin. Maybe he can stop it and I can come back in and help. Fine. Jenna walked over the few steps between them and put her hand on his head. Puff. The arc dimly lit foundation changed to a dark forest with millions of sparkling stars in the sky. The only other light came from about 1,000 yards from where they were. Skyler got to his feet, his face still thriving from Jenna's headbutt, then slowly and carefully walked towards a faint orange glow. As they approached, they saw a small fire, but no one around it. Skyler knew Jin heard them coming and was planning his attack. Amika, said Skyler in a firm voice loud enough for only someone in the immediate area could hear. A few moments later, a dark figure emerged from the right, blocking the fire. Took you long enough, said Jin, slowly walking towards them. Why are you all the way out here instead of where we were before? Said Jenna, walking towards Jin. The campfire this far in will not be detectable, but it would have been from where we were. Oh. What the hell happened to you? Said Jin. The moment light from the fire caught Skyler's face. She did, said Skyler, nodding his head towards Jenna. She headbutted me when I tried to wake her up. She broke my nose. What I get for saving her life. Why was she unconscious? Dr. King decided to dispose of everyone who did not have an active gene, said Jenna. They were sealed inside a metal box, so they run out of air. Skyler had to punch a hole in the wall. Why not just teleport them all out of the wall? Too many, and they were spread out. It would have taken too long. How long did it take to make the hole? About 15 minutes, I think. I even blacked out. What? Yeah, I have no memory of stopping. I remember falling on my knees, still firing my energy at the wall, then waking up with the hole in the wall. I could hardly walk afterwards. I think my body took over somehow. That would be about right. What? said Jenna and Skyler together. Your mind will do whatever it can to survive, even exceed the limits you are capable of. But to do it, has to wait for you to lose consciousness before the subconscious can take over. I believe that is what happened, but I still don't see why you did not teleport people out. Jenna passed out before I did, so even if she teleported one or two of those kids at a time, she would have had to rested outside, so she wouldn't have passed out. It would have taken longer. Why not do both? Neither said a thing. Skyler never actually thought about doing both, and how he wished he had. His face and nose would be hurting if he did. But what was done was done. Not sure, but it's in the past. I need to get my nose to stop bleeding. Yes, you do. I'll help you with that. Jenna, go back and start teleporting those kids back here. I have the van parked about 100 yards from here. Once we have enough, I will take them a safe distance away. Okay, said Jenna. Puff, she was gone. You, come with me. We need to set your nose so it can heal before we stop that bleeding. Skyler and Jin walked back to the fire. He knew Jin needed better lighting before he could do anything. Once back at the fire, Jin took a close look at his nose before he grabbed a large stick, completely peeled. Put this in your mouth, said Jin, handing him the stick. Why? Asked Skyler, taking the stick. This is going to hurt. Make sure you bite down hard. Skyler did what he was told, put the stick in his mouth and bite down. The moments after he started to bite down, Jin grabbed his nose between his index and middle finger, squeezed it hard. Pain surged through his body. He felt like he was going to pass out, but that was not all. A second after he pinched the nose, Jin snapped his wrist to the right, forcing the nose move with it. Ah! Screamed Skyler. That's your writing, sir.
Yeah, it is. But,
Whew.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
Skyler got his nose broken.
Yeah. Adam, just so you know, I'm doing this because that's what you were doing.
He's trying to sniff the blood back up into his nose.
That's what you were doing from a good portion of the beginning. You were just constantly like...
Okay. It's allergy season.
I know. I noticed it. I was like, I'm commenting on that.
It's allergy season. My eyes have been itchy. My nose is both stuffed and runny at the same time.
I got a page of notes, and my first one I'm going to start with is making fun of you.
Okay. I mean, that's
yeah.
I know.
Okay. Seriously, Adam. What the fuck is this box made of? That took 15 minutes of pure energy to get eaten through. But then a possibly limitless hole in the wall.
Through the foundation.
Yeah. How? Also, by the way, my other thing was, how did Skyler not notice the hole that went into the building, into the foundation?
He was really just looking at the metal box. That's all he cared about.
Really? Like, it's right there. How did... Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Also, wasn't he aiming up at the corner?
No. That was the thing we were saying. We constantly kept saying he could have done.
Well, now, judging by how much it blew out everything, he would have blown out part of the facility. and if the moon was lined up in the wrong way, a moon.
Yeah. But
he causes the apocalypse.
Yeah. Also brings up of how long can Skyler hold his breath?
Yeah,
he can apparently hold it for a very long time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Apparently, holding your breath is part of Jing's training that he mastered in a week.
Isn't the world record like 10 minutes?
I have no clue. Only there's a magical device we could look this up on.
I don't care.
I know.
I don't have the will to do that.
We'll look it up afterwards. But yeah, like 15 minutes.
As far as he knows.
Yeah.
because he started at 4:10. He went in at 4:10, and it was 4:30 when he woke up.
Yeah.
So that's 20 minutes right there.
And also, it's nice to get confirmation finally from this book that Skyler is smart. Figure out what's going happen when black out.
Wow, dude.
Oh, I wrote that that way on purpose because of how it was written in
Yes.
there.
Oh, it was. There were some moments.
This is a twofold, making fun of how I wrote it, and the fact that somehow Skyler figured out what possibly happened
While he was blacked out.
and still suffering from the fact of blacking out. He was
Yeah.
able to figure this out,
Oh, absolutely.
and not just once. We explain it again to Jenna
Yeah.
and then Jing.
I love the fact that he is dealing with the repercussions of oxygen deprivation. Then he gets his nose broken. This dude got messed up.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know. We can't prove it.
Yeah.
But I think there's evidence in this chapter that this happened off camera.
Okay.
It absolutely had to happen. I mean, it's clear that Jenna has met Jess. Don't be a baby about it.
Don't be a baby about it.
She's clearly met Jess before.
Yeah, that was. You don't know? They were friends
Oh no, she
from on the internet.
when she went looking for Skyler.
Yeah.
In that while he was captured, they clearly became
In
best
the
friends.
2 weeks.
And told her how to be give Skyler sass.
Don't let him get away with anything.
Well, yeah, those are all the notes I have. What do you got?
Ah,
I do got one more, but I'm gonna save it.
I kind of feel that this should have been definitely part of the previous chapter. Like,
I don't.
oh, really?
I think this is
This is an unnecessary chapter.
no. I think probably the next few chapters added to this one.
Okay.
Because him blacking out is a good chapter break to keep you reading.
Eh.
In a sense. Yeah, you probably could have put it that way. That chapter could have been, end of the last chapter could have been written a lot better to leave you off.
Right.
To make it.
Yes.
But I definitely think breaking there and making this, adding the next few chapters into this one, or the next chapter, or 2 chapters, whatever it turns out to be, would be better.
Uh-huh.
Just because of that break. But you don't have you can't say you couldn't do it that way. I think in my way, and since I'm the writer, I'm right.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not feeling myself at all.
No. Jeez.
Yeah, I would never get. I don't have. I'm a humble writer, Adam. There's nothing you could say that would ever make me give someone a death stare or anything.
It's the best. I saw online somebody once said that this was the best book written by a Timothy.
It's not written by a Timothy. It's a Tim. How dare someone call me that name? I knew when I posted that you were gonna write that. I should have known better. As soon as I said that, I saw that, I'm like, oh, I should have known better. That's right. Adam listens to this.
Every once in a while, I'll tune in.
He tunes in. And he's like, oh. He tunes in for the Skyler Grant podcast.
Oh, yeah,
like
absolutely.
You should, absolutely, and that you are now.
Yes. Leave a comment down below. Chicken butt.
But my other videos, every so often, I have a transition. I got 5 minutes for this. Totally was the topic of the month video, and not in any way a last minute ditch effort because my footage was corrupt.
It kind of looked like
No, it was totally because my footage
you
was
didn't
garbage.
have anything ready because. By the way, dude, next time you do that, comb your hair. Just give it a good comb.
No,
because it was all over the place.
I know. I hadn't shaved yet, so
yeah,
it just went with my look. I was going with disheveled.
Like
it fit what I was going for the bit.
Oh yes, but
that's why I didn't comb my hair.
It just looked like it had been a week, man. It'd been a tough week.
But yeah, it was totally a last minute. Even the video I was originally gonna do was a last minute, but the footage was absolute garbage. The motion blur was horrible.
That sucks.
Oh,
that's why I don't put my face out there.
No, you don't want your face out there because it's hideous and it breaks camera. You still owe me for my other camera.
Well, that's That's your fault.
Why do you think I couldn't?
I signed the waiver.
Why do you think I haven't finished the ZOP Gaming documentary? Because you kept breaking the camera. It's cracks in there. I couldn't use the footage.
Well, I signed those waivers for a reason.
You didn't sign anything.
All right.
But anything else about this chapter?
That's everything for me.
Yeah, nothing much really progressed.
Skyler got his nose broken.
And we found that Jess met Jenna.
Yeah.
And taught her how to be sarcastic.
Exactly.
Really.
Jenna's changed a lot.
Yeah, she has.
Character growth. Except for the fact that her dad's dead.
Yeah, the thing is, like in a good YA novel, all the secondary characters around the main character change, and the main character doesn't.
He has not at all.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
the fact that your thing you just said there about Jenna, yeah, my other thing is, oh, by the way, Jenna's dad's dead. We're not gonna let that one die. No.
It's gonna keep coming up.
I'm trying to remember
Unlike her dad.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the other one thing we were doing for a little bit, but I forgot it.
I don't know. Something about a burning bush.
No, that's from a different one. Running podcast that was on your channel.
Shit, it was on my channel.
Yeah.
Before I went to gaming.
Yeah, it was ZOP 01 podcasting.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't pan out.
No, it did not.
Not at all.
Because YouTube was a great place to post your podcast.
Yeah, that's surprisingly long form is still cool, but it's weird.
Yeah, but unlike Jenna's dad being dead.
Yeah, that's short form content right there.
I miss Jenna's dad's voice.
One day he could come back.
Nope, he's dead. Jenna's dad is dead. He's not coming back.
Not even as a Force ghost.
Nope. There's no special gene power that can bring back the dead.
Okay.
Nope. He's gone. Because Jenna's dad is dead.
Yes.
I think with that note, we'll wrap the podcast up here. So what did you think of this episode? Do you agree with Adam? This chapter should have been a part of the last chapter, or do you agree with me, the writer and author who knows what he's doing, absolutely knows what he's doing, and does not plan content on the last minute ever, because they always go according to plan. And it should be the other chapters that come after this. Let us know down in the comment section. Let us know.
Yeah.
And since you made it here, I'm assuming you enjoyed this. So why not go and hit that like button? No, don't hit the like button. I don't like that like button. Smash the like button. It's a prayer to the holy algorithm.
The holy algorithm.
And subscribe because I got writing content on this channel. Because I don't know if you knew this. This is my writing channel.
What?
Yeah. And speaking of that content, on screen now, there's going to be some links to the other episodes of this podcast. You can listen to it if you're not caught up. Or the best video I have out there that's best for you. Click one and we'll see you there. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.